Sadia Khan has admitted to cheating. A popular dating coach who charges upwards of $8,000 for advice. Sadia Khan.
$8,000 for advice? I need to be a dating coach. I need to be a dating coach. These dating coaches are making way more money than I thought they were making. $8,000 for advice? $8,000? I need to be a dating coach. I'm so sick of these dating coaches. Most of these dating coaches are single. Look, I'm not listening to a single dating coach. Think about it, right? If these, like I said, I would say majority of these dating coaches that you see online. Well, look, I'm talking about the ones that you see online. There's probably like real relationship coaches and therapists that are like legit. A lot of these coaches you see online are just jokes. These people are just jokes. So, and a lot of them are single. So think about it. You're taking advice to be in a relationship. A lot of people want to be in a relationship, so they're taking advice from a dating coach so that they can find someone to be in a relationship with. But you're taking that advice from someone who's not in a relationship. So why would you take their advice? It's like listening to a fat personal trainer. You show up to the gym and they show, okay, today we're gonna do legs. Like, wait, hold on. Where's the personal? Oh, you got me. Yep. So let's do it. You'd be like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna roll out. Now it doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing, but it's you want to take advice from someone who is at the level or the position that you are trying to be in. Because if you were not in that position, what makes me think that you can get me to that position if you were not in that position? So if you were single, what makes me think that you can get me from being single to being in a relationship to being married if you are still at square one? Why would I listen to you?
Has just confessed to the rumors about her affair with a married man. Instagram page that first broke the news set her up inviting Sadia to a live stream, and there she admitted it. Here's how it went.
So I recently exposed Sadia Khan on my page.
Shout out to Goob. He been calling all y'all out. All the IG baddies that I'm thinking like, man, dang, they just put hours and hours into the gym and focus on their nutrition. And man, these women are like, dang, they're perfect. I need to really like focus in and like dial in on my nutrition and make sure I'm eating more protein and make sure I'm doing this and maybe up my cardio a little bit so I can just get in like, in better shape and build more muscle. And then he be showing y'all that 95% of these people, especially the women's photos, are edited, they're fake, they use filters. They use filters even on the video. I didn't even know you could have these type of filters on videos. I'm not talking about just like the regular color filters or saturation. These people are using like waist trainer filters so that when they move, their waists are smaller and their booty's bigger. The people are lying about everything. And then they got regular people like me and you, just regular people thinking that something's wrong with us when they look the same like we do. We all look the same. We're all just regular people, and people are trying to use enhancements to make it seem like they are just in the gym, just putting in. Now, there are a lot of people that I see that are in the gym and dedicated and focused, and they look absolutely amazing. But I'm saying the overwhelming majority of these people do not look like this in real life. So if you have been watching these people online and just wish that you look like them, you probably look the same or better than them. You look great the way you are. There's nothing wrong with working out to improve your health and just get better and build a better physique, but you look good the way you are. Do it for health reasons. Do it to improve your stature, your physique, and everything. But also remember, at the same time, you are beautiful the way you are. I just want to make sure that I tell somebody that because I believe someone who was watching this needed to hear that.
Age for being a high value woman, high value man coach, but as we learned, she was a side piece in somebody else's relationship.
You have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
And preach. And we set up a call with Sadia Khan. And when I say set up a call, what I really mean to say is that we convinced her that Abba was on her side and that he was doing a call with her so that he could do his own puff piece to help her own PR campaign. Screenshots of his phone. You see it right there, ends in 3719. Here's the footage of Sadia confirming it on the phone.
Also, just to confirm, I was given like two different numbers. I have one here. I don't know which one might be yours or maybe like the assistant. That says 971585497. Is that wrong?
3719?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Oof, so it was you making those late night booty calls to another woman's man.
She had nearly 2 million followers, charged up to $8,000 an hour, and called herself a licensed psychologist. But within weeks, Sadia Khan went from being a trusted relationship coach to the subject of one of the biggest scandal storms of the year.
Absolutely.
It all started with one leaked audio that raised the question of, is anything that she said real? Now, you may be wondering why you've seen this story all over the internet and why it's such a big deal right now. And the reason why is because what it says about who we can and who we can't trust. This wasn't some random internet personality. Sadia Khan built an entire empire around her coaching brand, even charging up to $8,000 an hour for private sessions. She presented herself as a licensed psychologist and called herself a high-value woman who could help men master dating and transformation. With nearly 2 million followers across YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, people didn't just buy coaching. They believed that she could deliver what she claimed. But we've seen this time and time again when countless other relationship gurus have been exposed for breaking the very dating rules that they've built their entire personas on. But for Sadia, the cracks kept getting wider. It all started when a leaked voice note from 2021 started circulating. In it, Sadia could be heard in a heated call with the wife of a man who she was allegedly involved with. She made comments suggesting that she could be with him on her birthday and even their wedding day. For someone selling self-control and high-value relationships at premium prices, this was a direct hit on her credibility. And soon after that, more receipts started rolling in, casting doubts if she was even a real psychologist to begin with. On her site and in interviews, Sadia presented herself as a psychologist and a relationship coach. But when critics pressed her for proof, her story didn't line up. What she showed as her DHA psychology license, her name never even appeared. But what did turn up was a teaching certificate from a place called the Center of Excellence, an online site known for selling low-cost certificates. And that is...
These people lying to us about everything. These people are taking our money and lying to us about everything. Okay, first of all, one, is it me or did she kind of give off like the female version of Tinder swindler vibes? That's what I get from her. I get the female version of the Tinder swindler. That's what I get. Okay, and two, where'd it go? Is this the place that Dr. Umar got his certificate from? Because I heard he ain't a real. Oh gosh, look, I don't know what's real anymore, y'all. I don't know what's real anymore. It seems like all these gurus are lying to us. I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know. We need to do our research and vet these people before we give them our money. I know that. But I don't know who is real and who is fake anymore. Everybody has a course to sell. Everybody says they have this certificate and that certificate. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I saw her as a dating coach, I wouldn't question her certificate. I wouldn't. Now, I wouldn't give her $8,000. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. What? If I got $8,000 to spend on relationship advice, I don't need you. Come on. You serious? No, I'm not giving you 8,000 to 12,000 of them things. What? Why would I do that? No, I'm not doing that. It's stupid.
selling low-cost
I wouldn't think that you're lying about your degree.
comments. And that is not what people thought that they were paying $8,000 an hour for. But it only continued to get worse from there, because instead of calmly addressing the accusations, screenshots and voicemails started circulating of her allegedly threatening critics, even saying things like, "Pick up the phone or I'll post your address."
This is your psychologist. That's your psychologist, right? Before I show your address online, you dumb. Book a session with me today. Good old. That's your psychologist? Oh my gosh, I swear we will just give anybody our money. We'll just give anybody our money. If anyone talks good enough and it seems like they know what they're talking about and they can deliver a message and they can communicate well and they look good and they smell good and it seems as though they have a fix to our problem, a resolution to our problem, the answer to our problem, we'll just give them the money there. $8,000? Yeah, sure. $500 for a lunch to eat with Dr. Uma? Yeah, sure, let's do it. Yeah. Wait, so I donate to you, but you pay? Oh, well then why not? If you're paying for the lunch, we'll just give money to anybody. Oh my gosh. Gotta love it, y'all. Gotta love it.
Others posted messages claiming that she was going after other people's families with cruel personal comments. And if true, this is not the type of behavior you'd expect from the image that she built as a professional coach and a mental health voice. And by the way, I don't know everything that she's been through. And if these charges are true, then people like her don't end up there overnight. So I'm sure that there's more to her story than what the internet's showing us right now.
Gotta be.
Okay, but here's the irony. The more that she tried to protect her image, the faster that it cracked. And just when things seemed like they couldn't get any worse for her, Abba and Preach dropped a new interview with her. She agreed to do the interview, thinking that it would help with damage control. But instead, it couldn't have gone worse. Abba confronted her with the leaked audio and questions about her credentials. And on camera, she admitted that she's never actually been a licensed psychologist, only that she had applied.
I guess my question is, have you ever really had a DHA license in Dubai?
I started applying for it, but then my career took off.
And the longer that the interview went on,
Huh? She started applying for it, but then her career took off. So not the career in psychology, your career as a psychology influencer. I think it's what they're saying. So you started applying to be a psychologist, but then your career took off. Well, what career? Because you can only have a career in psychology if you have a certificate in psychology and you were a psychologist. So it sounds like your social media facade took off. So she's like, bump that certificate. I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't pay me anyway. Don't pay me anyway. I don't need that.
the more her explanations started to contradict each other.
The only reason I don't have a DHA license is because when I first qualified, it expired. I didn't renew it because I was now online.
I guess my question is, have you ever really had a DHA license in Dubai?
I started applying for it, but then my career took off.
Oh, she said that it expired.
So instead of clearing the air, it made her credibility feel even more murky. The clip started spreading everywhere, and now it feels like the rest of the internet has turned on her. They weren't just asking questions anymore, they were delivering a verdict, and no one seems to be coming to her defense. This all shows just how fragile credibility can be. Since the interview, the collapse has been brutal. She shut down comments across her accounts, went dark on social media, and reportedly turned to defamation lawsuits against her critics, but none of that will be able to patch the thing that actually mattered. Just like Jesus said, You can look polished on the outside, but on the inside be full of rot. And after realizing that so many of the people that you look up to are living a double life, it's no wonder why we have such a hard time trusting people today. You're right to be skeptical of people and feel like everyone is hiding behind a mask. And that's the tragedy of Sadia's story, and also why this hits so hard for so many people. Because it wasn't just about her, it was about
She has been everywhere. She has been on a lot of different podcasts.
Every single one of us knows what it's like to hide, to cover up the parts of ourselves that we're scared that if other people saw, they would reject us. And I would love to sit up here and act like I'm better than her, especially as a Christian influencer. It would be easy for me to sit up here and act like I'm immune from wearing a mask, but the truth is, I'm not. I've got more flaws than I would ever want to admit, and I feel in ways that would make me cringe if you saw. And in hearing this, you could easily say that Christian pastors and leaders are some of the worst hypocrites of all, and you'd be completely right.
All right, y'all. He took the mature route. I'm over here just laughing, and he's being mature. Okay, next time I'll be more mature. Next time, But look, I just think we got to be more careful about who we give our money to. Like we really need to do a better job at vetting people before we just slap a status on them, slap a title, and just give this person our money just because they're seen in this podcast. They're popping up here, popping up there. Well, hold on. Who are you? Just like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I think she got her certificate from the same place. I heard she don't even have like a real certificate. Just like when she was on Paul Pierce podcast, and he was like, okay, but who are you though? Like, but he was getting that, hey, like I know you. Like you don't gotta like do all this. I know you. You're from Long Beach. I know you. So I just think we need to do a better job at vetting these kind of people before we just slap a title, slap a status, give them more money. Just because you see this person visible everywhere does not mean that you don't have to do your additional due diligence and research. It does not mean that. But hey, I can't front. I've been got before. I have been got, and I did research. No, obviously, I didn't do enough because I got. Okay? I didn't do enough because I got. Okay? It can happen to any of us. It can happen to any of us. And maybe that's why I'm a little bit more adamant about it, because I did get got. So I'm a little bit more careful now. I try to vet people out now. But like you saw with Goob and Abin Preach, they are way better than I am. Like those guys are way better. They'll pull up all these like documents, transactions, filings. They'll pull up everything, and they're way better at it. I just think as a society, as a group, as a collective, we just need to do a lot better at vetting these people. That's all. So what do y'all think about this? Drop a like and a comment below. Let's have a conversation. And remember to subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.